episode 63 question mark of Filmaholics
more to go.
Entertainment Podcast is back, baby. Back better than ever. We are here today with Vu, new Filmaholics, as you see in the name. Then we got Kenny here joining us today, and we got Grant the Void coming in hot as well with that, hinting at what we're going to be discussing today. Boys, welcome to the brand new Filmaholics, the return of the Filmaholics, a mid-season, I like to say a mid-season, what do they call it? Not premieres, but what do they call it? Mid-season finale. And we're back for the new series, second part of the half of the year, and I think we're ready to rock and roll better than ever. Hopefully we get the fans that come with us as well. Boys, how are we doing? You guys have all been past guests, and the people want to know what's going on with the Filmaholic Nation over here.
Been doing well. I think all the boys were just together too a couple of weekends ago, which is crazy.
Yes.
You know,
we were celebrating the
There
big
was an
guy.
event.
Yeah, there was an event out in the Springs. I'll leave it at that.
You know, maybe we start off with that. Yeah, I got married, which is crazy to think about. I mean, we did
Show the ring. Show
podcast.
the ring.
Yeah, the podcast
the
2
ring.
years ago. Literally, I showed Vu and Brad the ring and or told them about how I proposed and all this stuff. And now we're here 2 years later, or a year and a half, 60 episodes later, and we're somehow it happened. I don't know.
Yeah.
I actually want to go longer. I want to go another 18 months. Fuck it. Why not? But how's it been for you, Vu? It looks like you're in a little bit of a. Oh, and also here's the ring. By the way, pretty sick. Vu, looks like there was a little bit of change in your end too as well.
Yeah, nice little new background for me.
Wait, are those shoes?
Shoe wall.
Oh my god!
He had to get him from.
Yeah, I moved into a Foot Locker, so
Nice.
Foot action, bro. Foot action.
Foot action.
Foot action. Oh my god.
But yeah,
I'm scared to step in one of those. I just know I'm going to get beat up in my Hokas.
yeah. You could be greeted by a salesperson named Daddy, though. That was me back in the day, by the way.
Oh, was it? Were you a shoe guy too? I was a finish line guy back in the day.
Yep, I was a foot action guy back in the day.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't a shoe guy, Kev. He was the shoe guy.
Yep.
Shoe
He
guy.
ran you guys' town.
He shoe daddy.
Yeah. The whole state, I would say.
All state, they knew they were coming for Alex Vu. And we don't want to dox you. By the way, I dox him. We try not to dox here because we are international, by the way, guys. We're 6 continents. We're trying to get Antarctica. That's the only one that's stopping us from getting all 7.
Can we get a pause real quick, though? Kev, what is our download count right now? It's been a while since you shared that with the
I'm gonna
fans.
look. I'll look right now. But Kenny and Grant, man, I mean, how's everything with you guys since you guys last hopped on?
Grant, tell you.
Yeah, I went through the move. So you can see here, I don't have any wall art up, so it looks like I'm kind of in a prison, but it fits my name because they got to keep that guy in a prison. So, you know, white walls, nothing in the fridge. That's how it's been going for the last few weeks, but just project after project. But
Nice.
yeah, nothing too crazy.
All right, so we're at 2886. So this one might be the one that brings us to 3,000.
Wow.
So, Kenny, started off hot with you. Now that everyone knows, started off hot with some juicy goodness.
Wait, what?
How's the life been? How's it about life?
Same old. All 3 of you moved. I didn't. That's why I'm settled and you guys aren't.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, we don't have to. This is an entertainment show, but I mean, the Timberwolves did, unfortunately, remove the Lakers from the playoffs.
Yeah, happy wedding to you.
Yeah.
That was all you. That was all
Unfortunately, to
you.
some.
Yeah. And then last night was not the best situation, but you know,
Wolves
that's
in
all
5,
right.
right?
I thought Grant's name would be Wolves in 5.
I thought that's what he was gonna do. I was saying that earlier.
Oh, gotta
He
be
said that
onward.
in a podcast chat. I'm like, Grant, we have a separate Wolves in 5 chat. Let's keep the negativity out of this
I'm
chat.
a professional. No need to worry.
Yeah, nice. And I wanted to surprise also. Never mind. I won't make this joke. I'll keep it now. I don't know who's listening to this podcast. I don't want to piss anybody off. Well, very cool. Well, hey, we're here. we're ready to rock and roll. And I think the big news, the big reason why we decided we got to get this podcast back. I mean, I'm going to be moving in the next month. There's a lot of change going on, but I feel like we had to come together to discuss two things that are very important. One, ThunderBolts came out. Oh my God. ThunderBolts I can't wait to go through that. Two, we got a summer movie preview, but also, I mean, it's been like a month. I've seen a lot of movies. I don't know if anybody here has seen movies in the theaters or let's say even on streaming. So the best part of this podcast is just discussing this kind of stuff, going through it. And I couldn't do it any other way with you boys here today. So let's dive into the topics here at hand. ThunderBolts, the movie that Vu and I, when we talked to you about this at the Super Bowl, what was your hype level at that point?
When it first got announced, my hype was like a 0 out of 10 because I didn't care about any of those characters.
Yeah, it's a movie that's different because, tell me if I'm wrong, guys, has there been a movie about C, D level characters where they were already shown as C and D level characters?
I don't
right.
think
You look at like Guardians of the Galaxy. That was really our first it was a D level kind of I would say superhero franchise in the comic books, but it was our first time ever actually seeing them interact with each other. We never saw Groot doing his own thing. You never saw Rocket over there. It truly was you really kind of got to see it all come together as the first time experiencing it. Whereas this, Yelena, I mean, she is somebody who was, she's definitely been rising. I'd say she's probably the number 1A in this one. Probably the most popular is Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier. We've seen Red Guardian. I actually didn't know where Ghost was from. Tell me if you guys know what movie Ghost is actually from before.
Ant-Man
2, no?
Oh, you guys all knew that? Okay, I want to
come on. That's my top 5 Marvel, you know.
I know, Kenny.
I love Ant-Man 2. Don't do Ghost dirty like that.
I know. I hated the Ant-Man series, so I just could never wrap my head around the idea that I just hated Ant-Man. I hated ants. I used to burn them when I was kids. But
watch out for this guy.
yeah, get a load of this guy here. But yeah, so I mean, we're watching, and then who else am I missing? Walker from Winter Soldier, or what is it? Falcon
Winter Soldier.
Also, three people from Black Widow. 3 asterisks.
Yes, 3 from Black Widow. Well, then Taskmaster, which we can discuss as well. Boys, what did you guys think of the movie now that it's here? Did you guys think it lived up to the hype of 90% Rotten Tomatoes with a 94% audience score? Or was it a failure, disappointment? Marvel needs to just drop it before we even see Fantastic Four.
It was elite. I mean, I think going in with no expectations actually did this movie kind of a service. Like,
I agree.
I think everyone was pretty much down on Marvel, and it's become like mainstream to hate on all the movies, whether or not they were good or not. Mm-hmm. But I think ThunderBolts did an awesome job. I mean, the writing, the acting, the storyline itself. I went in with no expectations, knowing that it was just this movie and Fantastic Four before we got the Doomsday first movie. Mm-hmm. I didn't know if there was. Do you know for sure if they're releasing that in 2 parts or 1? I've heard.
So I think the rumor is Spider-Man actually is coming out. I think Spider-Man's coming out before Doomsday. Spider-Man 4. Is it not? Is it after?
It's in between Doomsday and
in between. Wars. Gotcha. So it's okay. That's interesting because I wanted to bring that up later too. I think this is I think Fantastic Four is the one leading into it. Tell me if I'm wrong, if anyone knows.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
There's technically still TV shows too, like Wonder Man.
Yeah, aside from TV shows, which shout out Daredevil, also kind of hit different. But
I would love to talk about that too.
Marvel's been on a little bit of a
Ironheart. Yeah, I don't know about Ironheart. I don't know about that one. Kenny, what did you think of Thunderbolts?
I was a big fan. I also went in. I mean, I don't know. I am a big fan of all those characters minus Taskmaster. Nothing against. I don't know. It's not her fault. Just because Black Widow. Black Widow is not up there for me, but I'm a huge fan of David Harbour from Stranger Things specifically. And but he played Red Guardian so good. But that movie was really fun. The chemistry between all of them was really good. The action was good. It was really grounded, like I told you guys. Like, it was really not too big of a spectacle. And what they did do with like the void and like those shadows was really, really, really cool. Really cool effects. And I really like the music of it, the Thunderbolts theme, which is the same as the Avengers theme. I really enjoyed that little musical cue there. It was really good. I absolutely would watch again. At first, I thought I was like it was a little anticlimactic, the ending with
Right.
nothing
That is one
major
thing
happening.
you could say was definitely maybe a fault to it.
But you don't need that. You don't always need that in every Marvel movie. I guess you could try to argue. I thought it was really good though, and Bob, like them essentially saving Bob, is what I think is really important, and it's going to carry over big time. Like he's going to be pivotal. He's going to be like the third act Thor from Infinity War for Doomsday or Secret Wars for sure.
Ooh.
I like it. Vu, what do you have to add to that as well? Did you like it?
This might be my top 5 Marvel movie ever. Is it too early to say that? I don't know.
I think
I might agree with you.
Vu, outside of Avengers movies, if let's say I put those in a separate box from the Marvel movies, I would agree.
Yeah, like this is the best thing that they have come out since Endgame, in my opinion. Like,
wow. So
Yeah.
to you, it's better than Spider-Man: No Way Home.
I think story
Deadpool, Wolverine.
Yeah.
Deadpool Wolverine, which Deadpool Wolverine I want to talk about quick is just Deadpool Wolverine served its purpose last year, right? Got people to theaters. We got another cameo fest. It was an exciting, fun movie. Finally seeing an interaction between Fox heroes, the ending of Fox. It was cool to see that. Well, now that we know that a bunch of Fox heroes
What was that about? Come on.
in Doomsday, but
Goodbye, Fox Universe, and welcome back.
Yeah, the idea of it was fun. I would agree with you, Boo. I loved it. I think they were one of my favorite parts about this movie. It was held with care. It was done really well. So I mean, it was like I think it was a trailer that says from the stars of Midsummer. All these
A24 trailer was so.
Yeah.
I just saw an interview that the director of it said like they made that as a joke, but Marvel loved it. They absolutely loved it, and so they just rolled with it. That's just so funny.
Oh,
wait, what was that?
So did you see that
A24 trailer?
Because so many of the actors, the director, the producers, like even set designers,
the writers,
all people, the writers,
the
they've
guy
all
who created the score was from.
They've all done
Anywhere All
A24
at Once.
movies, everything.
Yeah.
And so they were like from the studio that brought you like Midsummer, Everything Everywhere All at Once, like all these things, and like listed all the people, like starring people from these A24 movies. And then like the trailer, the trailer itself like looked. I don't know if you know the A24 logo animation. It's like RGB splits. They did the same thing with the Marvel Studios logo. Yeah. And so it's the same thing. They just copied it. And then it was really funny if you guys are familiar with that meme from Euphoria when Maddie's like, wait, is this fucking play about us? If you're familiar with that, A24 literally posted that meme like in a quote tweet of the trailer. Like of them saying that it's A24.
That's
I didn't see that.
It's so funny. I'll send it to you guys. It's so friggin' funny.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I think that trailer does a great job of also encompassing what this movie is compared to a lot of Marvel movies we've seen maybe recently. I would consider this a comic book film, not a comic book movie. Tell me if I'm wrong. Would you say that engrosses it in a way?
I really like the idea that this film, I think you mentioned too, Deadpool and Wolverine, and then you also mentioned Spider-Man. Was it No Way Home, right?
No Way Home.
I think both of those really benefited and relied on like cameos from Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, the Fox universe. Whereas this storyline was so much more it was almost like an origin story for Sentry, right? Which was great. I thought they were really good. The cast was awesome. But I think it relied a lot more on the plot rather than the nostalgic effect of introducing old actors. So I thought it was a little refreshing in that sense and more of a different project than Marvel has done recently post Endgame. That's just kind of why I give it the upper hand versus those two. But I would agree with Vu, since Endgame, this is probably the best project they've released. I really like some of the TV shows. I thought WandaVision was awesome.
Yes.
Loki season 2 was great for me. I really liked Agatha a lot.
So did I.
But I didn't finish Agatha. I think I'm on the finale. I think I'm on the finale. I'm pretty sure I'm on the last episode.
And recently, Daredevil was awesome as well. So
yeah. No, I agree with you.
Isn't this a sign that Marvel's been they've been trying so hard to do like comedic projects, and when they take things seriously and take a more somber tone, it's just turned out so much better, in my opinion.
Yeah. They did comedy in this movie as a way of levity.
Yes.
It wasn't just, everyone got to crack a joke here and there. I mean, you could even say I would say this hinders Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is that everyone has a joke. You have a joke constantly. You know what I mean? Like, and it's still a good movie. I think the Guardians of the Galaxy movies are great. The third one, I think only thing that hinders it knowing is that James Gunn will never helm it again. and it was the ending of something, whereas this is the beginning of something new. We'll spoil that in a little bit. Spoilers, we don't want to listen, of course, but I want to bring up the idea of, who are some of your guys' favorite characters in this movie?
Florence Pugh, Florence Pugh, Florence Pugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a big John Walker U.S. Agent fan now. I loved him.
Same.
In
Yes,
Falcon and
Kenny.
Winter Soldier. His beard really put his character together. He looks a lot better, and he's cooler. He's funnier. He just was a little bitch in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yes, right. And you know what? Looking back, you need him to be a little bitch for this movie to work, because at the main theme of Thunderbolts is depression, right? Maybe mental health, but I think they all kind of connected together, not because of family, not because of the joy of saving the world. They're all depressed failures in their stories so far, and they truly were people who did. I mean, Taskmaster, maybe the worst, gets shot in the fucking head right away. I mean, you get like a minute of Taskmaster, master,
if even that.
But one of those scenes in there, and I'm just thinking of a scene that really hit me was when is it John Walker? John Walker, right?
John Walker.
Yeah. He touches Bob, right? And he has a moment of when he's touching Bob, he has this moment where he's sitting with his child, and his wife is yelling at him, take care of the child. He's not even paying attention. In reality, he's reading The Downfall of John Walker, or Captain America, one of the two, right? And just the idea of when he comes back, he has a moment of, looking like take a step off, or like he almost could have gave himself an out there in a way. The show, and that was the only really background they showed of him, but it was to me, that was such a dramatic and just such a great way of showing what he's going through is similar to what Yelena's going through. I mean, the Yelena truly became a star in this one.
Absolutely.
I thought she was. This has to be Florence Pugh's. I mean, I hate to be this person, because she was very famous before this. Probably different than when Chris Evans came in, and when Chris Hemsworth came in. They were all kind of really up and coming. She was up and coming in the sense of, if you watch movies, you know her. But I truly feel like this movie itself is going to solidify her as a superstar in the future of the movie industry.
You can absolutely, if you're Marvel, rely on her, Tom Holland, and some of these up and coming actors as your new faces to replace RDJ, Thor, Chris Evans, right? I mean, I think you're in a good direction. One of the points you made about those like flashback scenes, I think I turned to Vu after we watched the movie and I said, dude, all of those flashback scenes were so well done. The Valentino one, the John Walker one. I think there was one more in there that I forgot. But they were,
I feel like we're missing one. Yeah.
Florence Pugh's.
Oh yeah. Wait, she had one too?
Did Ghost have one?
Oh yeah, she did have one when they first got.
Yeah, Ghost had one where they showed that they kind of did it. Did they not? Am I wrong about that?
No, I think it was Florence Pugh was the first one when she.
Yep, she was the first one, and then she was also the third, or when she went into the.
Yeah, when she went in willingly, yeah. But I think those scenes were some of my favorite in the movie. I think it added so much depth to a lot of those characters that we thought of as like either they were the villains in someone else's movie or where they were just like B-tier characters in a show, right? So,
but with that too, like they did such a good job of you don't need to watch these other things at all. Like you could go in with a completely blank slate, and like they did a really, really good job showing who these characters are with the little bit of flashbacks that they did. You could see all the pain in all of them.
Yeah. The character development was amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I looked at like Lindsay, I think, was a little annoyed of Red Guardian at first. She didn't know who Red Guardian was. She didn't really get it. I mean, looking back on it, how funny is it when you just see his limo showing up in the middle of the desert?
But his speech to Yelena, so good.
Yes,
like
he had the
like
comic.
He's all comedy.
Yeah, and he had the depth.
Like he was so good. He really turned. Like I was listening, and I was like, "Wow, this is actually really good speech." Even when Yelena was like, "Shit, that was good." Like,
He did something like that in Black Widow too, when they were all having like family dinner or whatever, and then Yelena goes to the other room before the Red Room finds them or whatever in Russia. But I think when you have those funny characters that become serious, it hits a lot harder. So I mean, his shtick is just like humor, but. Yeah, I think it's really cool. But the character I really am excited to see a little bit more about, and I told Vu this after the theater too, is I think Valentina is going to be on like a Nick Fury-esque type role, but more of like a villain Nick Fury rather than like doing it for good reasons. But I'm excited to see her character because I always like those humans with no actual powers that pull the strings behind the scenes. So
yeah.
She frustrates me so much.
What would you say, Boo?
He's cool.
She frustrates me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I
Why,
mean,
but aren't you should be a big fan of Julia Louis.
yeah,
you are, but just her character.
I miss Nick Fury.
yeah. Would you guys think
He's
of
coming back? He's coming back.
He has to. What'd you guys think of what's his name? Goddamn Bucky taking a step back in a way. I mean, he's the most famous character out of all these, a true Avenger, not original, but he was a part of the Avengers team in the past. That was one thing that frustrated me about Captain America 4 was that he was all of a sudden a congressman. I mean, I know that's in the comics, it's like that, but they didn't really do a good job of even explaining how he got there, why. I liked it, of course. It was kind of cool that he definitely adds a little bit of star power to it. But I feel like this movie didn't really amplify him, I guess.
I agree. I think it was we were chatting about it before, like all those rewrites that happened. I think he was supposed to be a bigger piece of it.
I think you're right.
Like, because he just kind of showed up. But yeah, in that sense,
and oh god, was
Red
that
Guardian, and it was awesome. It was
up.
absolutely awesome. But it just he just showed up and then he was part of the team. But that's the same logic as Red Guardian, almost even.
Right.
But I felt he's also had enough screen time. People get him, and if anything, I think if anything would have been different in Thunderbolts, I think like him connecting more with the team on a personal level could have helped.
How long is he gonna do this for? Like he's the second.
He's got to become Loki. He's got to become Captain America after Sam. I mean, Bucky was at some point. So
yeah, he does. I think he normally does take the mantle. Bucky, he takes the mantle normally in the comics. I think
Sam is like the last one to do it, but I mean,
yeah, I think you're right.
Can do whatever they want. Like Bucky's got to be. He's going to be like the last Phase 1 person standing eventually.
Yeah. True. And then
he's 80.
the last character we haven't talked about Ghost. I think Ghost, honestly, out of all of them, probably gets the backseat a little bit, but she still was a good character. I like the actress a lot. The biggest surprise, Vu, you saw him recently because you just watched Top Gun Maverick for the first time.
Yeah.
Lewis Pullman coming up and making everyone ever forget the idea that Invincible's character, Stephen Yeun, was going to be Sentry. Lewis Pullman is Bob, man.
From one Bob to another.
Yeah. People were so excited for Stephen Yeun to be Sentry.
Absolutely. He's a great character.
But he would have killed it. Absolutely, he would have killed it. But Lewis Pullman killed it better than I would have expected Stephen Yeun to. It was just so good. It was so good. The depth of that character is like, there's just so much to like take in from him. And he played it really, really well. Like, I'm really looking forward to seeing his next appearance.
Yeah. I'm excited to see how they develop his character. Because there's...
keep going.
Yeah, the whole Void thing is interesting. So, like, whenever
that's what I was going to next.
Yeah, whenever he wants to go turn into a superhero, like, the inevitable part is that he's going to turn into a supervillain right after. So...
He's so OP, and he has way more powers than the movie showed.
Yeah, like he's Marvel's Superman.
Yeah, he's more than that though. He can do so much. He can do anything. He can like shapeshift. He can go invisible. He can
go invisible.
Yeah, well, that's what he's supposed to do in the comics. And I think I saw some episodes of the Marvel or the animated Avengers series of when Sentry was in there, and he has some other powers that they did not touch on in this movie. Oof. So who knows what's going to happen?
I think him alongside Thor in the comics are really labeled as like Marvel's heavy fucking hitter. They're the heavy hitters. Like they are far and above the other superheroes that are on the roster. But I'm super excited with him. I think it was really comic accurate in the sense that even in the comics, he can't control Sentry versus the Void. And I think we are due in one of these Avengers movies for a Void kind of showing his ugly face, I guess, in the wrong time. So,
do you use him as a secret weapon? Like, does the Avengers use him as like kind of like you use him when you need to?
I think that's probably the route they're going to take. I'm not all familiar with the comics, but I think that's the route they're going to take. I mean, we always saw that in the flashback, or I mean, the post-credit scene, we saw 14 months down the line, and from all inklings was he had not transformed back into Sentry since the New York scene. So it'll be interesting the route they go to try to control it, but yeah, he's supposed to be a heavy hitter.
I have a feeling they're gonna do with him like how Captain Marvel was in Endgame, like just shows up and saves the day.
I like that too. Yeah,
but it's gonna turn around on them afterwards, though.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah,
like
true.
like Doomsday is gonna like somehow get him under himself. It's something, I don't know. Like something's gonna happen. He's gonna save the day, but it's gonna be at a cost.
I feel like there has to be something with Doomsday. They have to interact, and maybe Doomsday beats him, and then it's like a thing where he has to become the Void to destroy him. Darkness against darkness, maybe. We can go into that too. I mean, the Void itself, we now see how powerful it is, right? And I just want to wrap this up before we start thinking about what the future looks like going forward. I mean, we saw them. Yelena did one of the most impactful. Well, the most impactful thing. Tell me what you guys thought in the theater when Red Guardian saved that little girl, and he looked at her and went, "Oh, I saved you," and then all of a sudden she's voided. I mean,
that was so
the breath out of my
oh
theater.
my
like,
god!
what
I forgot about that completely. Oh my
savage.
god, that was insane! Like
Yeah.
such a nice, memorable moment of like the team. That was like the team really became a team when they
For the first time,
when they threw that thing over, and then boom, like we're so high up there, and then immediately drop. Like, that was crazy.
Yeah, and we're in there. So then we see Yelena go into the void itself. It's like kind of an Inception thing. I love that scene. I mean, where she's, she has to try to stop herself from taking out that little girl when she was younger, and all of a sudden she's in the bathroom. Right, gets out of that first room, gets into the bathroom room, and then her other self chokes her out, puts her into the wall, and forces the alcohol down. I mean, that is so powerful if you think about it. How like your demon's taken over, and she had to defeat her demon to find Bob in his room. You see him in there, watching him as a child. You kind of see why he went through his addictions, his demons as well. I think one thing that really impacted me in that scene is when all of a sudden they all come together, they go in the room and they look at him and go, "Well, let's go see the bad stuff." And all of them, that's like them truly coming together, being like, "We got to be here for you, man. We're gonna take him out." I mean, one of my favorite things about it too is when John Walker, it was annoying Bob in the beginning of the movie. He kept calling him Bobby. And in that scene where he's like, it's him against the void. Essentially, it's Bob against the void, and he goes, "Bobby, you got to get him, or stop him, Bobby, or get him, Bobby." I just thought, to me, that made me have shivers. I'm like, wow, like that's such an impactful way of how they changed the connotation to that name there. It just felt very Inception. Like I love when they took out the chicken.
The meth chicken.
So funny.
Funny.
When Winter Soldier just punches him in the face, and he's yelling, "I was on meth." Just loved it. And then they save the day. They stop Bob. They all come together, give him a big old hug, and essentially the void ends there. They all come out, and everyone's safe. Right? New York's back to normal. Everyone went through a little bit of traumatic experiences, going through their worst memories. I'm sure New York City is never going to be the same. Shout out to Spider-Man for not saving any of them, or Daredevil for showing up. But then we found out we now have the new Avengers film, or the new Avengers going forward.
With a Z.
What a weak Avengers team! Come on.
Yeah, they all the same. And then you got Bob. It's like you got the most powerful dude in the world, and then you got these guys who all do the same thing.
Just wait till Emilia Clarke's character comes back and takes Bob out.
Oh God, I hope they don't bring her up.
I literally forgot that show existed.
Gia's coming back. He's coming
Does
back.
she ever
with
make
Batista's
another
arm and all?
in the MCU? You think
She has to come? Yeah, she's gonna be with Fury when he comes back for sure.
I don't know.
Wasn't at
There's
the end
no-
of that? Wasn't she being recruited by like the British Avengers? That one woman,
I don't even
like
know.
the British counterpart of Nick Fury.
I blacked out a lot of my memory.
I'm hearing that they're scrapping that like as out of canon.
As they should.
It's just a multiverse world. Forget it.
Yeah. I think they gotta be like, because now all of a sudden they kind of fuck things up with doing that. But now we at the end of the movie. I mean, the end of the movie saw them all come together. We now have the new Avengers, and it ended with what I would like to discuss going forward is how do we lead into the Doomsday, because we saw the Fantastic Four coming in on a plane. Boys, what do you think of that, and what's going to happen next? I want to hear what you think, because you've been saying us a lot of theories lately about this. What do you think, especially with the new Avengers and then Fantastic Four going to be in multiple movies going forward? What do you think?
Does that end credit scene kind of spoil the Fantastic Four movie going forward?
For sure.
Yeah, because their world's gone now, right? Like that.
I think they're implying that in their trailer. Does Earth look like the 1960s?
Yeah. So I think that was kind of a bummer how they kind of spoiled that, and they spoiled Taskmaster's death with the announcement.
That was
of the lineup.
bad. Why did they do that? Why not just wait a few weeks?
I know, right?
So I was a little bummed, but I thought that end credit scene was awesome, and I'm so excited for the Fantastic Four to join this MCU. Like, it's gonna be so hype.
And Grant, you've seen and Kenny too as well. You guys have seen like kind of the rumors of how, or listened to the podcast, I'm assuming, what's supposed to happen for the Fantastic Four to show up on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where it's looking like
it's
probably
Galactus.
going to be.
Let's be real.
So that's I'm wondering. Is it Galactus? Is it Doom destroyed? Because I'm hearing that Doom's not even going to be in that movie, the Fantastic Four. He may be an end credit. Is Galactus going to destroy the world? Is that the plan?
Yeah, from my go ahead, Kenny.
No, you Grant.
No, I was just gonna say, from my understanding, is I kind of thought the same thing. I thought like, hey, now we kind of know how it ends, but I'm sure Marvel is not stupid in the sense that it's not going to be like a cliffhanger. They know their fans expect that world. There has to be a crossover at some point, right? And I think the end credit scene in Thunderbolts is setting up two different storylines. One, I really am excited to see the Avengers led by Yelena kind of mesh with the Avengers that Sam Wilson and Captain America were supposed to set up, right? I kind of want to see the two teams interact, but then more importantly, I think it sets up the Fantastic Four as being kind of like the lead group in Marvel moving forward. I think they're probably going to try to get away from those other characters as a team that kind of replaces Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Hulk. I think they'll work together with those other Avengers teams, but I really think we are starting to shift into Fantastic Four, X-Men territory where it's not going to be heavily dominant on Avengers storylines, right? So that's what I think the end credit scene did for me.
Kenny, and then you, I mean, I'm guessing you saw it. Were you guys all there for that day that they were announcing all the names?
Mm-hmm.
When we were kind of like theorizing how that's going to go. And now the list has officially come out what the plan is for who's going to be. They just hadn't signed all the contracts at that point. It is going to be the full X-Men. It's going to be the full Fantastic Four. I think Spider-Man's not going to be in Secret Wars because he's going to be setting up his own movie for Spider-Man 4 that's going to lead into Doomsday.
About Doomsday, yeah. He'll be in Secret Wars.
He's not going to be in Doomsday. Mark Ruffalo's not going to be in Doomsday. I think, and then other than that, I think it's just like a bunch of the TV show stars aren't going to be in Doomsday.
Give us Moon Knight.
I'm hearing Moon Knight's not going to be in there, unfortunately. He might be in Secret War.
I think he's going to be in Secret Wars.
Yeah. I think everyone's going to be in Secret Wars. Everyone. If you skip out on people for Secret Wars, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was going to say with the end credits scene, I'm not sure. Sorry, I didn't listen to that Fappy episode. So I'm not sure what rumors you guys saw or discussed about the Fantastic Four plot, but I saw something that said like the Fantastic Four, the crew that are like in their world, they actually came from like the main MCU universe.
Oh, I haven't seen
a long time ago. I think it's like when they like got their powers up in space, somehow they multi-dimensional shift, got transported to like their world. And then when they got to their world, they like saved the world, and that's why they're like celebrities. So they've been living on that Earth for X amount of time, and then Galactus is going to come and do his thing. They're going to lose their world for sure. In the trailer of the Fantastic Four trailer, there's a shot of like their ship going towards the Earth, but the Earth it's getting blown up, like it is being destroyed. People think that scene is like fake, and the ship is actually leaving Earth, which obviously it should be doing, and so that's what's going to tie it into the end credit scene. And also very specifically, we know now, or they've said it so much, that the end credit scene was not directed by like the Fantastic Four movies. It was directed and shot
by the Russo
brothers. Doomsday. Yeah, by Doomsday. So that scene specifically is Doomsday and not anything related to the Fantastic Four.
I do want to say Vu has been a Russo brother wanting them since like we started this podcast to be back. So Vu has some inside sources he's not telling me about. Vu, what do you guys think of that idea? I mean, what do you think of like Fantastic Four? I know we don't really have many movies leading into Doomsday, so we can confirm this is the last, besides the TV shows, this is the last movie leading into Doomsday.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Fantastic Four, I mean, sorry.
Yep.
I'm excited for the Fantastic Four. I think we got a lot of open loose ends. I mean, I'm even forgetting. You brought up Mark Ruffalo. I'm forgetting about that whole entire She-Hulk storyline. How are they be roped in? I'm thinking about what's going on. Yeah, I'm thinking about what's going on with the Marvels. I mean, we have and those that's a multiversal thing. And then now Monica Rambeau, or what's her name?
Monica
Photon.
Marvel.
Photon, yeah. She's in a different universe.
She's with the X-Men right now.
Yeah,
she's with the X-Men. So I'm wondering how they're going to rope all that in. If they're just going to save it for Secret Wars or what. Well, there's a lot of open storylines. I'm excited to. I felt like post Endgame, everything up to this was just kind of like there. I didn't really see the ties in. Like it was just kind of like their own stand.
It felt like nothing was leading to anything.
Exactly, which everyone loved in the original. Once Avengers 1 came out, after Iron Man came out, right? Everyone loved that each movie was another step towards Thanos, right? And like the eventual confrontation. But after Endgame, it just felt scattered. I feel like finally Marvel is going in a direction, finally. So I'm excited about where they potentially end up.
I forgot to say one thing about what I just said about Galactus and Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four stuff. Apparently, supposedly in that movie, that's how Galactus, once he learns of Reed Richards in them, that's how he learns about the multiverse. Like he's already a planet-eating guy, but he learns in the Fantastic Four movie that the multiverse exists, and then that's his goal is to go to every single multiverse or devour every multiverse.
He's an eater.
So we're gonna see. He's a big eater.
From what I know, Galactus plays a role. I don't know how big a role of it is, but he plays a role in Secret Wars in the comics. So. Oh,
okay. I didn't know that. I mean, I feel like this Fantastic Four can't just be blank slate, 2004 type of entry level of movie or Spider-Man movie, all these new Spider-Man movies where it's kind of like their own story. Mm-hmm. I think with it being Doomsday, there has to be more depth and more levels to what we're about to see. Because that trailer really is just showing kind of like, oh, we've got these superheroes and oh, here comes Galactus and what's going to happen. I think you need to really – am I putting too much hype on this? Vu, you've been hearing me for a while talk about this. Is there too much? Is that too much of me to expect that much out of this Fantastic Four movie, considering it's the only movie leading into Doomsday?
No, this is basically a precursor, intro to the new Avengers movie. So this one has to hit and set everything up. Right, they haven't done a great job setting everything up since Endgame.
Right, because how did we go? How did we lead into Infinity or into Endgame? Or Infinity?
It's got to be
Infinity War, Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah. It's got to be Infinity War level. Kill Loki in the or kill Loki in the ship type. Give me some type of shock.
Yeah. Oh, Star-Lord's going to return. I read that. Wolverine and Deadpool will not be in Doomsday.
I heard Captain Marvel's going to be in it.
I think you're right. Yeah, but what do you do with Chris Pratt? Like he's on Earth. Does he join the new Avengers? Is he a part of that new Avengers crew?
I'm sure.
New Sam Wilson Avengers?
Yeah, he knows them at this point. Question mark.
I feel like you gotta. How do you not get Spider-Man? That's one thing. I wonder if they're just. Oh, I guess everyone's forgot about Spider-Man.
Well, they haven't forgot Spider-Man. They forgot about Peter Parker.
Peter Parker, you're right.
So, but I mean, it's a great area there.
The Spider-Man movie is going to happen concurrently during Doomsday.
It's going to happen at the same time. Ooh, so that's going to have something too.
Yep.
Leading into it, huh? Interesting.
I'm curious. Have you guys seen the comic panel of Doomsday killing Thanos?
Yes. I saw that on YouTube.
It's so cool, and
it's so sick.
I think they have to do that. They have to if they want to show that Doomsday.
Wait, Vu, have you seen it? I feel like you're the only one that hasn't seen it.
Let me. I'm sending you.
Is Doomsday Doctor Doom?
Yeah.
Yes, Doctor Doom. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Vu,
Kenny, share it on here, man.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, I can present, I guess. Well, I just sent it.
present
Kev,
it.
you do it. You do it, Kev.
Yeah, I'll do it. Okay. Hopefully we don't get demonetized. We don't own this. And
we did not write this comic.
yeah, we did not write this. Here, let me find
Voo,
it.
this is so cool. It's so badass. Like
I've already seen like a fan made edit of it, and I'm like, oof.
Here we
Do you
go.
think
Like,
Josh
they've got
Brolin
to
is
do
going to
that.
come?
Oh, Josh Brolin's gonna come.
You think so?
Wait, have you guys seen the actual YouTube of it? Some guy made it.
Yeah, I said a fan
That's what
edit.
Grant just said. No, I didn't. I have not seen a YouTube video of it. But
Yeah.
seriously, if they're gonna show that Doomsday, Doctor Doom is like a bigger threat than Thanos, that's what they have to do. They have to show him killing Thanos.
But
Oh,
Thanos is dead. Oh, I guess in another universe.
Yeah, I mean, if it's all about multiverses, then
Yeah.
we've already seen 2 Thanoses. Why not one more?
True.
Go.
True.
So here's
Whoa.
the fan edit. I'll go to like here. I think it starts like right here.
Will permit you to keep the Horde if you can find your faith. Call it an endowment of goodwill. If not,
You offer me a gift. Me, you forget I was a god as well.
Wow, that
Infinity Gauntlet gave me
AI
power.
voice sounds so good.
When I was a god, I did not use those powers as a mortal would, as you have, saving what you can. No, I wielded them as a god should, in judgment of all living things. You are a weak god, a pretender. It is you who should bow before me.
and do you have an Infinity Gauntlet now?
I do not. Yet I remain Thanos, the great tyrant. And for you, that will be enough.
That appears untrue.
Oh.
That's so sick. I've never seen that. That's awesome.
They have to do this.
They have
comic-
to. They have to.
Comic panel is insane.
That's got to be like the most wanted scene.
There is only doom.
Wow.
I still can't get over that it's Robert Downey Jr.
I still don't believe he's the Doomsday.
I agree.
I
I think he's
I
just
don't
going to be one.
Mm-hmm.
He's not the main one.
So do they do a multiverse of Doomsday, very similar to Kang, and really replace that, or what?
Maybe we know that there's a Council of Reed, like Reed Richards. I don't actually know the comics, so I'm not familiar if there's like a Council of Dooms, but that wouldn't surprise me. He's
Yeah.
supposed to be like the smartest guy in comics, second even to Reed.
Yeah, we'll have to see, man. I mean, it's funny seeing RGJ hanging out with all the good guys and all the and like all the press and stuff leading up to this. So we'll see. I don't know if we do believe it, but I mean, hey guys, I think this is a good start, good review to what we think is going to happen in the future. Great start to the beginning of the new version. Phase 6 is now here. We are here for Phase 6.
I didn't know that was the end of Phase 5.
I didn't know that either.
Because what are these phases now? Post Endgame, they're nothing. So
It's all
Oh, yeah.
one.
Essentially. So
it's phase post Endgame.
exactly. I mean, I think it's gonna be. I think they're starting off hot. I think Fantastic Four is gonna be a great start to it. Let's see what Doomsday comes. I think we're all hoping and excited to see what's gonna happen here. And I hope they really nail Fantastic Four, make its own story still, but it has to be something that really brings us to where we are now. I don't think they have the liberty to at this point create a doctor or just an origin story in a sense, and they're not. But I just want a little bit more stakes as to what the future of the MCU is going to be with that. So we'll see. With that being said, anything else you guys want to add before we move on?
Marvel's back.
I agree. I think we can say officially with this movie that Marvel has the most excitement it's had, maybe even higher than when Deadpool and Wolverine was out.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely agree. I'm really glad that they are scaling back. I think post-COVID, they were like more, and it showed because it wasn't the strongest work. But now they're really scaling back, and like they know this, like it's not a secret, and so they really Thunderbolts. It shows. Like normally, even though the movie right before it was Captain America 4, which was not good.
Yeah.
Even though that was still the last movie, but like Thunderbolts, it really shows that they're starting to get their shit together.
And the WandaVision director is directing Fantastic Four. So, I mean, that. Grant, you should be happy there. I know I'm happy.
Was it Matt Shankman? Is that who?
Yeah, Shankman. Great. Well, then, I mean, now moving on. Geez, we can speed through this too, but I wanted to go through a quick summer movie preview with y'all. Out of those movies, guys, you saw on that list, and I'll pull it up here quick. Which ones got you the most excited?
I'm so pumped for July. July's going to be a big month. And I thought one of the movies I thought was coming out in July is actually August. But obviously Fantastic Four. Obviously Superman. Superman is like a make it or break it for DC. Absolutely. Like James Gunn is his job depends on this movie for sure. Him and Peter Safran. But aside from the superhero stuff, the Together movie with Dave Franco and Alison Brie. That movie looks really fucking scary.
Yeah, it looks
really good. Like, as someone who is super, super codependent on his wife, this movie looks awesome. Like, I'm so pumped to see it. So, Together, and then on August 3rd is the Weapons movie. That movie.
Oh, what's that one?
So that movie is a horror movie where, like, on one random night, like, however many kids just got up in the middle of the night and just ran away. Yeah. Did you hear the story, or did you hear the news that Jordan Peele, he had a manager who was like, "Oh, get me this script." There was a bidding war for this script, and he lost it. And then Jordan Peele fired him because he couldn't get this. He wanted to make this movie that bad. Like, this movie, Weapons, looks it was a really, really good trailer.
Really good trailer. Hopefully it's a little bit better. I think hopefully it's better than the movie Longlegs. I thought Longlegs had an amazing trailer last year, but the movie didn't, for me, live up to the hype necessarily.
I'm a big fan because this director did Barbarian.
Yeah,
oh my god!
So,
Wait, we talked about that on the Halloween episode, or the horror movie episode.
So good.
So good.
What we got coming out? Who here is Tim Robinson fans? Anyone? Nobody here? Well, he's got his first motion picture.
I thought you would be, Boo, specifically.
Yeah, no. I thought so too. But it's him and Paul Rudd.
I know, yeah.
It should be good. It should be a good movie. So that comes out this weekend. I don't know what the Caught by Tides movie.
I looked this up. It's just like essentially it's like a little documentary about like China's development in the last while. Like they've, because they've developed so much compared to like America and stuff. So that's essentially what that movie's about.
Interesting. Okay. We've got Love coming out next week. I guess this is part of a trilogy of films, a part of the Dream trilogy coming out this entire year. Don't know what it is, but probably won't see it. Final Destination Bloodlines. Anybody here a Final Destination fan or have seen any of the past ones?
I was back in the day. I was like, it looks like you don't really need to see anything from. It looks like they're all destined to die.
Yeah, well, they die in the most just disgusting way. You'll be like at a bar, like, can you make sure there's not ice or glass in that ice, please? I've seen that where like somebody broke a glass and there was just ice. I'm like, are you sure there's no ice in your glass in your ice, sir? And I was definitely annoying about that. Or like when you drive behind like a one of those, the semi with the cars.
With the wood, the logs. You can't do that anymore.
Yeah, it's because of that.
You can't go into a tanning bed. You can't do anything.
Yeah, can't go to a tanning bed. It'll shut on you. So that one comes out. I've heard good reviews of this, so I recommend if anyone here. I recommend to everyone listening, get A-List. A-List, you can watch every movie for literally $25 a month. You can watch every movie 3 times a week for an entire month, so 12 movies a month essentially, and it's worth the money. I'm a loser.
12 movies a month.
12 movies a month. I go to movies probably 4 or 5 times a month, and it's worth it because you get IMAX, you get Dolby Digital included, and who here has a bad time when they go to the movie theaters? I mean, I know I don't. It's seriously a sacred place for me, so I recommend it.
Hashtag not sponsored, by the way.
Hashtag, yeah, we've been doing this podcast for 2 years. I think Vu one time printed out an AMC A-List thing and in his background. Hurry Up Tomorrow. Does anyone care about this music video movie mashup that The Weeknd and who else is it? There's actually a good amount of actors and actresses in it.
I like the album.
Yeah, Jenna Ortega and Barry Keoghan.
I thought the weekend was done making things after that flop of a TV show.
You would think. You would think.
Barry was the third
What
leg.
was his show called again?
The Idol.
The Idol. I was thinking it was like
Idol on
Substance or
HBO,
Substance or something
man.
else.
On HBO.
That literally got cut short.
Tripod Barry.
Tripod Barry.
Oh my God, that's funny. Well, okay, it looks like we're not all going to be seeing that. Mission Impossible: Dawn of Reckoning. I think we all need to see this movie.
Yes.
Yes, you guys will not be allowed on here again if you guys aren't seeing this movie. I truly believe it. It is maybe the end of Tom Cruise as a Mission Impossible. Vu, you and I saw that movie last year or 2 years ago. And it blew our mind. I mean, have you boys seen any of the Mission Impossible movies?
I don't think.
No, I told Vu I need to watch them all the way through.
Vu, sell them on it. Tell them why they got to see it. At least sell them on the last one.
Well, I've only seen one Mission Impossible movie, and it was the one that came out 2 years ago. And it is James Bond level good. Like that's how
better. I think they do James
I've
Bond.
only seen Casino Royale too.
Yeah. I'm a big James Bond fan. So me giving that cosign's big. And it's just the star power in these movies is crazy too. It's just so outlandish. Like how much Tom Cruise does in these movies. Like he's controlling nukes. He's jumping off mountains and he's doing his own stunts. Like this is insane.
Mad respect to him and his stunts.
He's like 70 years old.
Yeah, I know.
He's the true, what they say, one of the true last, I guess, movie stars today. You know what I mean? And I hope that we keep getting more and more. But, you know, it's the idea the IP usually sells a movie. Tom Cruise and Mission Impossible truly are I mean, this is the only movie he's done the last, like, 3, 4, 5 years because he is so ingrained with it. And these movies they always love. I think they are so fun. They're a better version of Fast and Furious. Like
for
it's
sure.
like 10 times better, but kind of like craziness concepts and stuff.
It's
and
much more realistic.
a little more realistic. James Bond version of Fast and Furious. So I recommend it. I'm telling you guys, it's gonna be really good.
You didn't think The Rock kicking that torpedo with his foot and it not exploding was realistic?
You got to see what Tom Cruise does in this movie. I'd be surprised if John Cena or The Rock didn't show up.
While we're on the topic of Fast and Furious ridiculousness,
yeah.
Are you familiar or fans of the Now You See Me franchise?
Yeah, I am.
I love those movies, but it's really funny that the third trailer that just came out, it's like they're going towards Fast and Furious vibes.
Yeah, a little
magicians versus like government agency in place of like racers. Like,
wait, is that coming out this summer?
I don't know about. I didn't see it on the list, but it's coming out this like fall or this year for sure.
Jane Austen Wrecked My Life, May 23rd. Don't know. I think it seems like a book.
I'm unfamiliar.
I think Jane Austen's an author, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And it's a festival hit apparently, so it did well at the festival, so it might be a decent movie to see. The Kingdom was a Cannes premiere. So you guys, one thing about this podcast you guys are going to learn a lot more about is that there's like so many of these stupid premieres, movie things. Like, I mean, it may bore you at first, but I think being a part of this podcast, you'll start appreciating these movies more, start, understanding, be like, well, and I'm sure you guys get a lot of it, but hopefully maybe it'll divulge you guys outside of just being in the Marvel ecosystem or the, DCU or, you know what I mean? Like the main blockbusters, hopefully this will add to it. I don't know if I'm going to see, with that being said, I don't know if I'm going to see this one. So, The Phoenician Scheme. I think this is it's a Wes Anderson film. Has anyone ever seen a Wes Anderson movie?
Have you guys not?
I love Asteroids. I mean, not love it. I honestly don't love him. Grant or Vu, have you guys seen any of them?
No, I have not.
Oh wow, you guys got to watch them. They're so good.
If I had a list of the titles in front of me, I might be able to tell you I've seen one, but I couldn't tell you it was Wes Anderson.
Have you seen Fantastic Mr. Fox?
No.
I know you love that one, Kenny.
That one's a stop motion animation, but it's like that one's really good.
That one's really good.
Yeah,
that one is a fantastic. I mean, this cast. So just the Phoenician Scheme, the cast itself. You got Bryan Cranston, you got Scarlett Johansson, Tom Hanks, Riz Ahmed, Benedict Cumberbatch, Jeffrey Wright, I mean, this is also Benicio del Toro. They just cram everything with it.
Not Benedict. Benicio del Toro and Jeffrey Wright are in every single one of Wes Anderson.
I think you're right.
Now. Like,
I think you're right about
they've been
Wasn't Scarlett
staples.
Johansson in the last one, Asteroid
Yeah.
City 2?
Yeah, she's in a bunch of them. She's also in this other one that was like 2 years before that.
What was the hotel or newspaper?
Budapest Hotel.
Budapest Hotel.
And then there was
the Grand. There was two. Okay. Oh, so there were two. Okay, the Grand Budapest Hotel and then the newspaper one. I forget. I really liked the newspaper one. I was a big fan of that one.
Yeah, I did too. I like that one better than Asteroid City. So I'm looking at this. One thing you guys are gonna notice, guys, there are trends. Horror is insanely in right now because you can make a horror movie for $2 million and then make, let's say you make 10 million on it. Well, that's a 5x return. That's people like to see that. So there's a lot of horror movies coming out. Bring Her Back looks like it's coming back here. I guess it's the sequel to Talk to Me. And if anyone here has seen Talk to Me, I recommend that. That is a crazy horror film. It's from an independent director, but the acting in it it's a new, unique way of doing horror. So I'm excited to see what this movie does. Ballerina. Anyone here John Wick fans?
If I want to see a bunch of people getting shot, I turn on a John Wick movie, and Ana de Armas being in it is no minus. Let me tell you that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be cool to see them going even outside of this. It's supposed to build the universe itself even more. So I'm a fan of them. I will say everyone likes to think about John Wick and go, oh, that's like every other. There's 4 movies. What the hell? But I truly think that each movie builds out the universe. They're creating a true universe itself. Keanu Reeves is just a glorious human being, so I always want to do anything with him.
Plus, they got their TV show now.
Huh?
They got their Continental show too.
Yeah, yep. They got the Continental show. I mean, it's crazy to see when you watch the first one to expect that where it's come from here. I mean, it's creating things like The Beekeeper and other movies that are trying to do similar things, but kind of create their own universes. With I say even Bullet Train. So I love seeing these kind of movies. I think Ana de Armas, when you saw her in James Bond, the last one, she was only in there for a few minutes, but she was sexy, she was sleek, and she seemed like she could kick some ass. And I want to see more of her in the universe. So we're getting that here, luckily. The Life of Chuck. It is Stephen King's first. I guess it's Stephen King's first non-horror movie. Of course, we see Loki here. Tom Hiddleston. Matthew Lillard, Karen Gillan, Nick Offerman, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Mark Hamill. I've just heard that this is one of his better books, and I've heard it's a weird movie, which I like. It's a little strange, which I recommend. I mean, maybe listen to you guys got to see what the reviews are for it. Again, there's so many movies coming out this summer that were pushed because of the strikes and pushed because of everything since 2020 that they're finally coming to fruition. I truly think this summer could be a game changer for movies. Even last summer I thought it was great too. But there's movies like this that are like the cherry on top, I would say, to the big blockbusters. The Materialist. I don't know what this is. I guess it's okay. So Celine Song, who did Past Lives, got nominated for an Oscar. Her sophomore is gonna be Materialist, and it's starring I guess Dakota Johnson, Pedro Pascal, and Chris Evans assembled together.
What a cast!
Yeah, great cast. If you're gonna have 3 characters, that's a pretty damn good cast. So Black Widow, Captain America, and Reed Richards.
Anytime I see Dakota Johnson, I just think her web connects us all. This movie's connected. I know it is.
Yeah. I don't know this one, so I'm gonna skip. I really not. When you show an old woman, I don't want to see it. Truthfully, with you guys.
Don't get old, Lindsay.
Happy End, Japanese high school drama. That could be interesting. But I guess they were talking about a sci-fi epic. So that could be something that maybe interests me. I don't know. Did anyone here want to say anything about this one?
Never heard of it.
Yeah, never heard of it either. 28 years later, with Aaron Taylor Johnson, Jodie Comer, Ralph Fiennes, and also Cillian Murphy.
Is he confirmed?
I guess they just said he's not in this one, but he is. He's like the lead producer because this was like his first movie when he came to America. It's a zombie epic. It's another zombie. It's a horror, and it truly is horror. If you watch the other ones, it truly is crazy horror. I mean, I think it was the first, maybe not the first, but one of the original movies that showed zombies being fast runners. So they're crazy killers. I mean, one of them, the beginning of the movie literally starts with this guy giving up his whole family to these zombies to survive. I think it is Cillian Murphy's character.
That was 2. No, that was the dad.
Was not. Oh, it was 2. Have you seen that?
Cillian Murphy's the first 28 days later. 28 weeks later was the opening scene is when the guy abandons his family.
Yeah.
Once this trailer came out, I went back and rewatched that scene because that scene is really fucked up.
It's so fucked up.
Ooh, so bad. It's crazy.
Megan 2.0. Anyone see the first?
Sydney watched it. She liked
AI
it.
killer one.
Yeah, it's the new Chucky. I'm a fan.
It's like a Chucky movie. Yeah.
It's its own thing. Even though it's Chucky, but like, it's not just like The Conjuring or things like that. Like it's a unique take, and except the first Megan totally, but now this one she's like a good guy, and they're gonna assemble Megan robots. I don't know. It's gonna be.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I think it'll be good, but it won't be as good as the first. And I didn't even watch the first, but Sid said it was good.
I'm not gonna lie. So far, June's not really hyping me up.
No, July. It's all July.
I feel like there's a lot of horror movies in the summer.
F1. I think F1's going to be crazy. It's from the director of Top Gun Maverick. We got Brad Pitt. Say no more.
We watched the trailer 2 days ago. Yesterday.
Oh, this is a Joseph Kosinski movie.
Yes, Joseph Kosinski.
Yeah. He's
Jared Bruckheimer's producing it. Yep. So
this looks very good.
It looks insane to me, and it looks like it's going to be legitness. Sorry, baby. I don't know what this is. Jurassic World Rebirth, I think, might be the hit of the summer. That is my hot take. I'm a big fan of Jurassic Park. And what's so funny, Grant? What do you like?
I will not watch this movie specifically because of that shit commercial they made with Shea Gilgeous-Alexander calling him the Aura Rex. That guy has no aura, and I will not watch the movie as just a statement that needs to be made socially.
So all those Grant fans out there, don't expect them, the followers, the Grant Army. They're not going to be showing up.
We are boycotting World Rebirth, even though it has Scarlett Johansson.
Hey, the Grant Army, stand down. Don't
until TNT pulls that commercial off the air, we are not watching this movie.
They won't be pulling it until at least.
I like that Gareth Edwards did Creator, which was a great movie. And Godzilla, both were cinematically amazing with a very low cost. Oh, see you, Vu.
Bye, Vu.
Thanks for coming, buddy. Yeah, it looks like he definitely pressed the wrong button or something.
Grant, I'm sorry to say, the playoffs, like the NBA, it's not just TNT. The NBA is promoting Jurassic World. So until the finals are done, you're gonna keep seeing it.
Yeah.
Like every playoff game in arena, they're playing that trailer.
Kenny, this seems like this is your movie. This is maybe the movie this summer for you, or what do you think?
Yes and no. I feel like I've really kind of fallen off the DC train. Also,
look at that.
There's been a lack of DC content with James taking over. But I'm saying it's either going to kickstart it or completely kill it for the foreseeable future.
It's the most
impactful
movie that HBO is going to, Warner Brothers has. It has to succeed.
Like Warner Brothers, I think Warner Brothers as a company is banking on this movie.
Yes, 100%. There's a lot of stress and a lot of hype behind this. Vu, I mean, we've been talking about it since the beginning of this podcast. Literally, I think our second episode or first episode was like the news announcing Corn Sweat or like the rumors. Vu, what are your hype for it, or what do you think?
It has to be better than what was put out there before, right?
Yeah.
They need this. They 100% need this.
Are you guys excited? Grant, someone who doesn't maybe watch a ton of movies, are you excited when you see something like this? Or
I actually really thought Man of Steel got not as much hype as it should have. I thought it was actually pretty good. But that's the old Superman, the Henry Cavill like origin one. I thought that one was actually good. But there's no truer statement than that first line right there in the article. No studio has more riding on a single film this summer than Warner Bros. Does on Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
If it fails, I mean, how are you going to create an entire new? I mean, truly, like, I don't know what you do.
The studio is dead if this movie does not perform.
For the life of me, I can't understand how DC can't touch the MCU. Like you have all the resources at your disposal, and for some reason you make
better characters.
Apparently, but I mean,
no, I'm saying DC has the liberty of having better villains, better characters.
Yeah, I have no idea what they're doing over there, but hopefully James Gunn kind of kickstarts it.
There's an argument that DC has the better villains, but Marvel has the better heroes. And you might not agree. You might not agree, but
there's no top-heavy MCU guy besides Wolverine, Spider-Man, and maybe Captain America that when it comes to like superstar. I mean, Superman and Batman are 1A, 1B if you look at all-time superstars. Tell me, I mean, Spider-Man may be up there, but Spider-Man saved the MCU from going bankrupt back in the 90s and the comics and like early 2000 movies itself. Hulk as well, but Hulk has been such a fucking failure.
That's why they sold the rights to them. Like, so without those like Sony movies, the MCU would not exist. Marvel Studios wouldn't exist.
Kev, you're absolutely right. I think when you ask some random 10 to 15-year-old kid, name me 3 superheroes. 2 of them are going to be Batman and Superman. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
Even in this MCU world, you think that still holds true?
No, I don't think so anymore. I think the movies have elevated like Iron Man. Like Iron Man was a B-level character to a T.
All of the Avengers were.
That's why I think the MCU succeeded. Yeah, you're right. The Avengers really was used as a way to bring these guys up. I mean, they essentially were doing what the ThunderBolts is today back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys know that? I think I learned this like in school. I don't remember if like high school or in college, but like if you like the most recognizable symbols, icons like in the world, I forget who's actually first, but both Superman and Spider-Man are like top 5 most recognizable.
Like, I believe that
symbols. Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't know Spider-Man was that big. Superman makes sense, but that's crazy to think that.
Is 3 the Filmaholics Entertainment Podcast logo?
It might be 4. I don't know about 3.
Yeah. What is our logo at this point? Maybe a camera? I mean, that wasn't bad. That picture you have, it ain't bad.
I'm surprised it isn't.
You guys a logo and it never happened. Like an intro.
Ari Aster. Has anyone seen an Ari Aster film?
I have, but I don't even remember which one.
It's like Midsummer, correct? No, it's not Midsummer. It's like no, it is Midsummer, is it not?
Bo was Afraid, Midsummer, and Hereditary. Oh my god,
Hereditary. Have you guys seen either of you guys seen those movies?
Mm-mm.
I wanted to watch Bo was Afraid, but I didn't. It seemed just too weird for me.
What isn't Pedro Pascal in this summer? This guy's in like 6 films.
Yeah. Joaquin Phoenix as well as a top actor, if you ask me. I mean, the Joker. I agree with you. Those are 2 guys who are just great actors, and you've seen this picture here. I want to see it. If it has good reviews, I'm definitely going to see it. I know what you did last summer. Has anyone seen this? The Hook?
Won't be seeing it.
God, Grant, I can't wait to hear about the movies you watch.
Literally no movies.
Yeah, literally none.
You thought I was bad.
Yeah, no, I get it. I don't know what this is. We Are Who We Are. I guess there's Luca Guadagnino. He's good. Okay. Fantastic Four first steps July 25th, the day after my birthday, but it's going to come out on my birthday on a Thursday. Are you guys excited about this one? Well, we just talked about it. We're all excited, right?
Do you think you'll be seeing this on Thursday night, Kev?
I'll be seeing it Wednesday if I can. I'll be seeing it as early as possible. Yeah.
Wait, how do you see it on Wednesday?
AMC will do premiere nights.
Is that just for AMC A-list members?
No, for anybody. Yeah, but you have to it's only one showing usually.
Isn't Thursday the premiere night though?
Huh?
Isn't Thursday the premiere night though?
No, that's when they do the first showings that are like at past 7 p.m. And then the Friday is when you can go as early as 10 a.m.
Oh shit!
That's kind of how it works. You guys will get it. Happy Gilmore too. Has anyone seen the original?
I have.
Of course. I'm super excited for this movie, but I don't think it's 2025. They can't get away with the same shit they got away with in the early 2000s.
Let's think about it. I mean, Adam Sandler hasn't done a movie in a few years at least. So that's intriguing. Maybe just put a little bit extra oomph into this. Honestly, I don't even care if it has a 42%. I'm not looking for an uncut gems type of movie. I'm just looking for a funny ass movie with funny characters. And I honestly have pretty low expectations of it.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
I'm glad Ben Stiller's character is coming back.
Yeah, I like that too. Together, that's the movie you were talking about, Kenny. That's the body horror movie.
Mm-hmm. It's spooky. Just that trailer. It's so scary.
They show one. I don't want to watch it because I don't want to get too spoiled. But literally, the first thing they see is them kissing each other, and the lips get stuck to each other. It's disgusting looking.
Ooh.
And then we're in August. We got The Naked Gun. Has anyone seen the original? But it's from the director of Men in Black. All right, moving on. Freakier Friday, Vu. I know you've seen that one.
This might be my movie of the summer right here. This is my Super Bowl weekend right here. But I probably won't be watching this movie. I was a fan of the original.
Grant, how about you, man?
Oh, I've seen the original. Is this supposed to be just like a remake, or are they doing like a second
It's a
story?
sequel.
Yeah. Now there's 3 people that switch.
Wait,
Wow.
what?
Where's
I'm
Lil
pretty
Dicky
sure it's like
in
Lindsay Lohan's kid is now gonna. There's gonna be 3 people that get intermingled.
Interesting. And the return of Chad Michael Murray.
Oh.
If I ever thought I was gay, it was because of him.
One Tree Hill.
Yeah, One Tree Hill, and he was also like a couple like Disney. Yeah, no, definitely. I questioned myself, and then it was him, and then there was a kid who played Peter Pan in like a 2008 movie. I remember it specifically. Yeah. Yeah. Moving on.
No.
Yeah, dude, is that crazy? Yeah, whatever. It's a spectrum, you sons of bitches. God damn it. We got Weapons. That's the movie that's coming up. That's from the Barbarian director. That movie, seriously, I agree with you. Kenny might be the movie of the year. I mean, you got, or at least the summer, you've got just a great cast coming in with it. I mean, if you're going to be bringing in somebody as big as fucking Thanos coming in here, I mean, it's got to be somewhat decent. I mean, like they say, Ari Aster or Jordan Field, they're saying this is the next coming of like the next generation of what a horror movie is going to be like. Up there with like, Get Out and all these different movies, Barbarian. So I'm looking forward to it. I think this is a movie that I bet by the end of it, we all see it.
This is the one with Julia Garner, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Nobody 2. Has anyone seen Nobody 1?
I wanted to. I'm a big Bob Odenkirk fan, but
It's fun.
It's just another John Wick movie.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even watch.
Yeah, there is differences. I recommend, but I don't think I have the brain power right now to even go into it. And then Honey Don't looks really good, but that's also that's a Coen brothers. So if you guys have ever watched like No Country for Old Men.
I just saw this trailer earlier. I think it just came out today.
I saw it today too. Yeah,
it looks good, but I don't know if it's good enough for me to see in theaters. But good enough to watch at home.
It's got Chris Evans, Charlie Day, Billy Eichner. We've also got Aubrey Plaza, and then of course Margaret Qualley. So that should be pretty decent. Lurker, don't know what that is. It's from The Beef, executive producer, so that he's pretty cool. And then this is a movie that no one has seen anything. This guy who directed Brendan Fraser to an Oscar, so Darren Aronofsky, is going to have. We got Regina King to Bad Bunny to Action Bronson to Vincent D'Onofrio. We've got, of course, Austin Butler. We've got so might be a decent movie to see. And then they're ending it with The Roses from The Favorite, The Poor Things screenwriter Tony McNamara. Danny DeVito's classic divorce satire, The War of the Roses from 1989. It looks like it's going to be a very Brit movie. Honestly, I'm looking at this. I mean, they got Allison Janney, Andy Samberg, and Kate McKinnon. So it looks like it's going to be a comedy. But, honestly, this summer is a little weird. I thought there'd be much more, but it's really I don't know. It's really not as big as I thought it was going to be.
I feel like the ones that are in it, like that are going to hit, are really going to hit.
The highs are high.
I think like movies are back. They've been coming back, and I'm excited for this.
I love it, Kenny, man.
I feel like there's more
saying
of this
that for like a
summer
year
than I'm
now.
gonna
Yeah, I love it, dude. Get on board, baby. We gotta be supporting the film industry.
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, I think this could be a fun summer. But hey, what do you guys think out there? What do you guys think is going to be some of your guys' favorite movies? What's going to be the movie of the year? Let us know in the comments below. And we always end, like Vu says, we end each episode with just going through what are we watching, guys? What are you guys watching on TV? If there's any movies you guys have seen, anything you guys want to talk about, we can always talk about more next episode too. But this is kind of a big episode, just getting back into the swing of things, getting back into a flow. First time we've done 4 people in a while. So it's cool that we were able to make it work. Kenny,
I want to go first just because I just watched it like literally 3 minutes, but I finished it 3 minutes before we started podcasting. Was Andor episode 6 through.
Okay, don't spoil that yet because I'm not there yet.
Dude, Kevin, it's so good.
Vu, are you watching Andor yet?
So good.
I haven't started season 2 yet. No.
Season 2 it's so every 3 episodes it's like its own contained story. They're each separated by like a year. But so episode 1 through 3 is its own story. That's what they're coming out 3 at a time.
Yeah.
So 1 through 3 is its own story. 4 through 6, and then 7 through 9. 7 through 9 is so good. So 10 out of 10. Yeah, so good. Like that could have. I think that they could have ended Andor. Like it led into Rogue One fine. So now I'm like, there's gonna be 3 more episodes. Like what's gonna happen? It's so good. Kev, you gotta watch it.
Have you guys heard the reviews about Andor being literally? I mean, we've got compete. They're saying it's gonna compete at the Emmys with Severance.
Oh,
with
I don't know about that.
Severance. I'm hearing that. I'm hearing it. There. I'm hearing it.
It's good, but no, I don't think it's.
Grant, are you a Star Wars guy, or are you just a superhero?
No, he said he was gonna start after your wedding. Did he?
No, Severance.
Did you watch Andor?
No, I really want to watch all. So I've seen all the Star Wars main movies, but I haven't seen any of the. Aside from I watched Obi-Wan, which was good. I haven't seen any of. Yeah, I haven't seen any of like the spin-off shows. I've heard Andor is good. Do people like Ahsoka?
Yeah, I like Ahsoka. We did
we potted a lot about
one of my all-time favorite episodes with Kenny was the future and the state of Star Wars. Mm-hmm. What a fun, and we still have not got what the future of the Star Wars is answered yet because of anything.
Grant, have you watched Rogue One?
No, I haven't seen any of those spin-offs. Literally just the main Star Wars 9 movies. I'm
pretty sure I went to that in theaters with you in like college.
Oh. Well, I'm just going to call it the main Star Wars 6 movies and then those 3 add-ons that they did.
Okay. Yeah, I recommend Andor 2. I think it's fantastic television. Kenny, what else are you watching? Then we'll move to Grant and then we'll go to Vu.
We're watching You. We only got the first episode. We only got through the first episode of the 5th season, but we're looking forward to it because we know it's a show that we really like and are waiting for it to end.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming, and even in the first episode,
isn't that the show where he's just killing people he's trying to date?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. But it really, in the first episode of the 5th season,
really good.
Don't spoil it, Kenny. I haven't seen
No, I'm just saying, like, they really show that, like, okay, enough of this.
So is it kind of like Dexter, or is he a villain?
He's a
villain, but
he's his own hero.
For him.
He's his own hero, and yeah, you do root for him because he's like the
killing women. How is he a hero?
He's protecting women. he's protecting himself. But it's deep. So I'm really looking forward to finishing it. So I got that. We got the rehearsal. We got the studio. We got
rehearsal, studio.
We started watching Hacks. Just a few episodes in of that. That's funny.
I've heard that's good.
And Andor. Oh my God, Andor's so good.
Nobody here's watching Last of Us.
That was going to be
take it over, man. Take it over. We can discuss. Yeah.
I haven't watched it, but I was going to say I just finished up obviously Daredevil I mentioned earlier, and then
Daredevil was good.
The newest season of Invincible was really good.
God, I got to get into Invincible, man. I've heard him in. Who's the main bad guy now?
In Invincible?
It's Josh Brolin's guy. It's funny to have Glenn and Josh Brolin.
Yeah, it's
what's his name? I know it. I don't even watch it, but I know it. It's not like Omek. I gotta know.
Something Man. Yeah, I've heard it's really good.
Omni-Man?
No, not Omni-Man. The guy who's in the blue and the white on the same planet. This is bad. This is bad podcasting right now.
All I know is I need to watch
You mean
Severance
Thrag?
and The Last of Us.
Yeah, you need to watch Severance. You need to watch Last of Us. I recommend Rehearsal. Rehearsal's great.
It's Conquest, Kevin.
Conquest. That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Oh, that whole episode was elite television.
Yeah. Oh, is he not even the main character in it? The main bad guy?
No, he is the of the season, isn't he?
Of one episode.
Oh my God!
But he's part of an organization who they're the bad guys.
Yeah. That's from that planet.
They send him to take care of.
Oh,
I don't even watch the show. I just know.
Yeah, I gotta watch Invincible. It seems insane. Okay.
Invincible is so well done. It's like a nice switch up because I don't usually watch like animated shows like that. But it's a cool switch up. I would highly recommend Invincible to people.
Cool, man. Anything else you want to add? Any movies or anything besides Thunderbolts?
No.
Cool. Cool, man. We appreciate it. Sign up for A-list. And then Vu.
I've been a very naughty boy when it comes to watching TV. I've been slacking, but
you've been a little busy.
Yeah, I have been a little busy.
Yeah, you've been busy.
I've been watching the new season of Top Chef and the new season of Survivor. Both great right now. Outside of that, I am watching The Rehearsal. I'm an episode behind on that. And I want to start watching You and Last of Us. I only got 10 minutes into the first episode of Last of Us for the second season. But I heard what happens in episode 2, and it's kind of like made me not want to watch it.
I think a lot of people are thinking that same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
that's what I was trying to not tell you about for like a year and a half now because I played the game.
Yeah.
That's funny. You stopped 10 minutes into the second season, first episode. That's like the equivalent of where I stopped in the game. I've tried to play.
You never went after that, Kenny?
I played like 3 hours of the game and then I did stop. Like I don't know why. I feel really bad because I do want to play it.
I thought it was so
I mean, I know what happens, obviously, but like I will. It's on my. I have like a list right now, and going back to Last of Us Part 2 was third on that list. So
are you watching the show too, Kenny?
Because I wanted to finish the game before I watched it.
So did you watch season 1?
No.
Oh wow!
Like yeah, I will eventually.
Yeah,
but I really wanted to play the game. I feel like that's the right way to do it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, Kenny. Cool.
Did you not?
I mean, sure.
I would have thought you did because you had PlayStation.
Are you gonna actually play the fucking game, or
I have it. I have it. It's not like I'm not gonna not buy. I literally have it. I need to do it, and I will do it. I got to do Star Wars Jedi Survivor before I do.
Finish the job.
I will. I know. I feel bad about it. Literally, that came out in 20.
It's good. I actually seriously thought the second game was better than the first. So I'm one of the rare guys who says that.
I think the prologue just took too long, and I just couldn't. I tried twice. Like I restarted, and but I couldn't do it. So it's a me issue. I know. I know it's good. I don't think it's not good at all for the record.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
It is on my list to finish though.
Good. And then you're watching Rehearsal, and then are you watching Studio, Vu, or no?
No, I haven't seen the Studio yet.
God, what's with my fucking camera right now?
I just got renewed for a second season, and the way that they showed that they got renewed for the second season was so funny.
It's so good,
it's
man.
So
it gives you guys so much background in the movie industry, and Seth Rogen is just acting his ass off. Everyone, it really is. Ike Barinholtz is even doing a great job. Yeah.
Is it pure comedy or is it dramedy?
Oh, it's comedy.
It's comedy.
It's straight up comedy, but it's good because it is shot on film. It looks beautiful. It just looks really cool.
They're all.
It gives you background into why they make a Barbie movie or why they make a Oppenheimer, why they make A24 movie. It's really cool. It's the geekiness and it adds to everything too. I want to make sure you guys see this movie, and I know you guys are busy, but I want you guys to see Sinners. I seriously think Sinners right now is better than. I think it's better than Thunderbolts for me personally.
Whoa, Kev! Whoa.
Have you guys seen? Anyone here seen it?
I think I'm gonna try to get Sid to watch it, or we'll try to go watch it this weekend.
Yeah,
I know it's good. I know it's really good.
I recommend it. We've been talking about that, Vu. I mean, I said that was maybe my movie of the year. Right now, it is so far my movie of the year. I might also be dying on that hill, but I think a lot of people are saying that it is great. So I recommend it to to anybody out there. I'm watching all the shows we're all talking about here, except for Top Chef and Survivor.
The thing is, Vu, those are good because those are things you just put on. You got housework to do. Those are good shows that you just throw on.
I put on MLB. I watch a lot of baseball. I watch a lot of Cubs. I haven't watched any of the Twins.
I completely forgot about White Lotus season 3, and then The Pit is really good too.
I've heard The Pit's amazing. What'd you guys think of White Lotus? Anyone here else finish it?
I liked it.
I think it was.
I liked it.
I think it was better than Italy, but worse than Hawaii. If I had to rank the seasons.
Okay.
Wait, you like Hawaii better than Italy?
Yeah. The first season?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I like the first season.
You're the only person I've met that thinks that. That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard that either.
Hot take.
Like people, like I know people who thought. For the record, I loved every season. I'm a big fan of The White Lotus.
Same,
all of
mine
it.
too.
I'm not a hater by any means, but I know more people who didn't watch the first season like at all. Like they got bored of it, but the second season was more exciting for them. They liked it.
Grant's a Sydney Sweeney fan, so
you got to do what you got to do.
Great, guys. Well, that's it. I mean, that's episode. And I told you guys only give me an hour, but an hour 22 later.
Really quickly. One more thing, because we brought up Sinners. There was
this.
I'm sending this tweet in our chat. There was this really funny little GIF of ThunderBolts taking over IMAX screens from Sinners, and it was just a funny little thing.
Now that Sinners is also buying. No, but Sinners is buying more IMAX screens. I think starting next week.
Yeah.
So everyone go check it out. I recommend it. Seriously, it's a great film. Everyone out there, keep checking it out. Everyone out there, just go to the movies. Keep watching TV. Keep having fun. Enjoy the summer. I mean, with everything going on in this fucking world right now. There's so much uncertainty. You got to have moments where you can't just get away from it all. And I think film, TV is truly the greatest escape out there for anyone who enjoys that kind of a thing. I truly think it gives you, I mean, we grew up saying, hey, if you look at that TV for too long, your eyes will melt out of your face or you'll get brain cancer, you'll die. I don't know. But I truly believe that is something. That's why we do this podcast, why we talk about it. And it's also just coming together and geeking out. I mean, this podcast is a pretty heavy comic-y, but as you guys keep coming on, hopefully, you guys will see there's so much more out there. The best parts of movies out there. And I'm so fucking tired of seeing my camera being so laggy. And I mean, there's a lot of good. There's a lot coming out this year that we're going to be excited for. So whether it's TV, Vu has always said we are in the golden age of television.
That we are.
And I think movies are almost trying to catch up right now. So let's hope for both to kind of meet each other in the middle a little bit. Everyone out there, keep subscribing. We're back. We're back better than ever. We got some changes going on, but I think they're good changes. I also want to give a shout out to Brad. Brad was a great co-star. He got us to where we are today. We wouldn't have 3,000, close to 3,000 downloads without that man. And if, whenever he's taking a break from it all, but if he ever wants to come back, we would love to have him on there too, because the guy's a good man and he committed to this and he watched a lot of movies and TV shows. I mean, God, I think last year we had 40 movies, a bunch of just things. He really committed to it all. So, we
miss you, Brad.
In the future. Yeah, we miss him, man. So all you guys out there, we're going to have a lot of new guest stars coming on. Hopefully we get bigger things than ever. I mean, like I said, I think we're going to get some interviews going on. I've got some people who have agreed to joining us. I've been just DMing people on Twitter, and it should be an exciting future here. So let us know who you guys want us on the pod with us, and keep subscribing, keep liking us on YouTube. Subscribe to all the channels like on Spotify.
Download the episodes.
That's where we start getting our growth. And everybody out there, keep fapping, never stop fapping.
Yeah,
we will fap with y'all later. Peace out and have a great summer, everybody. Can't wait to see you guys next week or in the next couple of weeks. Soon to be. So.